In the coastal town of Duskoba, where the fog rolls in so thick it smothers the lanterns, there stood a crooked inn called the Saltwind Rest. Sailors swore the place leaned more each year, as though it was slowly bowing toward the sea. Its warped beams groaned at night, and its windows rattled even when the air was still. The innkeeper, Mistress Callan, was a quiet woman with hair as white as gull feathers, and eyes that never seemed to blink enough. Travellers liked her well enough, but none could explain why her shadow always lagged a second behind her movements. She served warm bread, salt stew, and mead that burned pleasantly in the chest, but she never stayed to chat. Strangers came often to Duskoba, lured by rumours of fortunes lost at sea, of wrecked ships said to wash ashore carrying treasures. Those who stayed at the Saltwind Rest always slept heavily, no matter how restless they were before bed. And sometimes, when the morning tide came in, their rooms were found empty, belongings neatly folded, beds smoothed, and no trace of the guest to be found. Mistress Callan would simply shake her head and mutter, "The sea keeps what it wants." One storm-tossed night, a traveller named Bram lodged there. He was a cartographer, eager to map the reefs and coasts others dared not. He carried journals, compasses, and a brass sextant he kept polished like gold. When he checked in, he noticed something odd on the wall behind Mistress Corn's desk. Hung a great map of the coast, but the ink seemed wet, as if the tides themselves had smeared it. The reefs shifted position when he looked away, and unfamiliar islands surfaced where none should be. That night, he was woken by the sound of dripping water. Rising, he saw his map case was gone. The door creaked open, and down the hallway, he glimpsed Mistress Callan carrying his belongings toward the sea-facing door of the inn. He followed silently, heart pounding. At the threshold, he froze. The inn no longer stood on cobbled streets, but upon a dark stretch of beach. Waves clawed at the doorway. Beyond them, half-sunken ships jutted like bones, their masts groaning. Mistress Callan stood ankle-deep in the surf, her eyes reflecting starlight, and whispered, "Every map leads back to the sea. Every traveller must return." Bram tried to shout, but his voice drowned in the roar of the tide. His last thought was of his carefully drawn charts, ink bleeding, lines erasing before the waves rose and swallowed both him and the inn. By dawn, the Saltwind Rest was back in its crooked place, leaning toward the harbour as always. A fresh map now hung behind Mistress Corn's desk. A new island sketched in pale ink, one shaped unmistakably like Bram's face.